So to start, I don't have a very extensive background in care and prevention per se. Um, yes, I am CPR certified, same with first aid, but I've never really taken any like first responder courses or anything of that nature just because it wasn't required. Um, with that being said, to me, I feel like prevention obviously will come first in regards to care and prevention. One of the aspects of prevention probably would be like safety. So, say you're working at a gym, you would be doing regular inspections of machines or like the weight, any of the walkers, just random things of that nature to ensure safety and make sure like something couldn't happen or just gets overlooked that could pose a threat down the road. Another form of prevention would be like an emergency protocol. If you don't have those in place and something happens, could really make or break a situation. So like if you're in high school and you don't have an emergency protocol for like a heart attack for some reason, um, like if the EMS couldn't get into the building because no one is doing what they're supposed to do because no one knew what to do, that could be pretty detrimental to that person. Kind of going on with the like regular inspections would just be like signs. So like in a pool, no running, or even when it's a wet floor, no slippery when wet, just kind of covering your bases and that nature. And then more like anatomically, I guess prevention, specifically for injuries, could be strengthening. So say, a role of a personal trainer could potentially help with not being injured if you have stronger muscles, things of that nature. On the flip side, for care, obviously it'd be, attending to injuries, things of that nature, giving the patient the best care that you can. But it's more than that too. So it could be their emotions. You have to be personable. You can't just dog on somebody if they're not doing something. Like you never know what else is going on in their life, and sometimes that could be a really big influencer on how progression and stuff is with recovery. Another thing could be their lifestyle, and obviously you can't directly influence that, but consistent suggestions and just trying to understand where they're coming from is going to go a long way with certain individuals. And then, rehab and strengthening after that would, in my mind, fall into the care side of care and prevention. Furthermore, what I want to learn from this class is just more about the lawsuits and kind of like the defenses that people can utilize if something were to happen. Also, just knowing how these situations kind of occurred in the first place, because I feel like that'll give more knowledge on how to not let that situation start in the future. If you kind of recognize a sign from a past case, potentially could be really helpful. And then just kind of going on with that is just being overall like more aware of how things can happen or like a way something could happen. And, ideally it'd be being able to identify like a possible situation before it would occur.